Hey, welcome to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. And today it's all about the Yinzers. Um, we're gonna do a mock draft today, but it's all about you guys. We're gonna let the chat um pick the guys, do the draft, and see what you guys come up with. So we give it a couple of minutes, and hopefully we get a few more people in here. And we're gonna let we're gonna let we're gonna let you guys do this whole draft. So we're gonna do all 12 picks. Um, so we'll see how it go. We will see how it go. And we're gonna use the draft simulator, so you just never know how the draft is gonna go, and we'll see. We'll see how you guys do. And I'm gonna keep this. Um I'm gonna keep this on file, and we'll compare that. We'll compare that to the real draft, and see if you guys get any hits, and see how good you do, because you never know. It's weird. It's weird because um this is a draft that it could be a lot of trades. I mean, because you usually, and that's probably one of the exciting things that you know a few years ago you never could look forward to the Steelers making any type of draft day trades because they just didn't do it. They pretty much stood pat, and you know just stuck with their picks. But now you have a feeling with Omar Khan that it's a possibility for trades, and move up, move down, you know, just something like before it was just so you know it was like the Steelers was gonna wait till their picks came, and whoever was there, that's what they was gonna do. No willing and dealing. And I think now it's probably gonna be a little different now. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, that's one of the things. I mean, my belief is I also want a receiver too. Um, because it's just time. It's time because I mean this team has been without for so long. From a weapon standpoint, that I can definitely want to go with a receiver. And plus, you know, the offensive line, I agree. You do have to build in the trenches, and I understand that. But they have put some resources into the offensive line, and like say every year you got to still keep putting pieces in there. But at some point, you have to build up other parts of this team. And one of the things that has to be built up is we need more weapons. We need more weapons. The name of this game in the NFL now is you have to have stud receivers, a halfway decent quarterback. I mean, because that's what the game and went to. I mean, that's what the rules are. That's what the rules dictate. The rules dictate that you can pass the ball. I mean, you can barely hit the quarterback. You can barely touch these receivers. I mean, it's set up. It's set up that way. So, with that said, you know, we'll see. Oh, we see. I see Claude is in the house. Oh, Claude. So the way we're gonna do this, when I pull up the simulator, um, I'll give you guys a chance to kind of look at what's available, and then you just put it in the chat of who you want, and we'll kind of take the consistent of what everybody say, and that'll be the pick. That'll be the pick. So we're gonna do all 12 picks, even though I believe out of those 12 picks, I only really seeing the Steelers maybe picking 8 guys this year in the draft. I think 4 of those picks will, in some kind of way, be traded away or added to a trade or for a move up, move down, whatever the Steelers may do. But I don't see the Steelers bringing in 12 rookies. So I believe that out of the 12 picks, they probably gonna use 8, maybe even 7. And I think the rest of the stuff will probably be traded away. But for this thing tonight, we're gonna use all 12 picks. We're gonna use all 12 picks. And what's up, Reggie? What's up, Reginald Rivers? Oh man. So what part? Okay. Barlett, Tennessee. Is how far are you from Knoxville? Let's see that. Yeah, so we'll give everybody a couple more minutes and then we will get going here. See how many more people we can get in here. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, but I just think it's gonna be a lot of moves. I almost think that the Browns are going to trade. I think they may trade Myles Garrett, so that's gonna get them probably some more picks. I don't know if they'll just try to get some stuff for next year, but I think the Browns is gonna try to make a splash. Um, I still believe the Steelers are up to something. I don't know what it is, but I think the Steelers may be trying to do some things here. Hey, and I bought this up last night, and just before we get started here, just tell me what you think. Do you think it's a possibility that at 21 the Pittsburgh Steelers take Ty Simpson, quarterback? Um, what you think about that? Uh, I can kind of see it maybe happening. Like I say, I don't know. It just seemed like when I heard McCartney give Howard, I mean, he gave him the best praise that you ever could get. And to give a kid that's a 6th-round pick, haven't played basically in 2 years, is to me, I almost feel like it's too much love. And it makes me feel like it's a smoke screen, but we will. Oh man, 6 hours. Oh, okay, so you way on the other side. Man. Oh yeah, yeah. Rogers is 100% coming back, but I'm just saying, like, you would probably want. I mean, if you're going to get a rookie quarterback, this is the year to me to get him because I mean, this is definitely it for Rogers. He ain't coming back after this. So if you can get your rookie quarterback to sit behind Rogers for a year, I think that's great. That's a viable experience. And then that way in 27, because whoever the Steelers draft in 27, I kind of think is going to be the same thing. It's not going to be a guy that I think that can step right in and play day one. And he's probably going to have to develop a little bit and probably really you probably really don't want to play him. So if you do that, so you talking about McCartney really not going to have his quarterback until year 3, and I think 5 years he's out. He's gonna be a one contract guy, and he's gonna be gone. What you got there, Reg? Dulac said that the Steelers might move up to take a safety from Oregon. I mean, that's a possibility. The last safety they moved up and got was it turned out to be a Hall of Famer. So you talking about Thielen? Is he that good? I mean, well, I guess when you say move up, how far are they talking? I mean, if you just moving up like about 3 spots, I could see it, but to move up maybe like 10 spots or something, that's gonna be a little stiff. But I can see it. Like I say, and the draft is in Pittsburgh, so you got to figure like the Steelers want to make a they want to make a splash. You would think, but anyway. So this, like I said, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get the simulator started, and I'll come back into the chat and I'll just read what you guys kind of say, and then from there, that'll be the pick. So let's get this thing going. Like I said, we're gonna do all 12. So let me get this here going. Let's see here. All righty. So hopefully y'all can see this. Now the only thing about this, I can't see the chat. So let's see here. All right. All right, let's set this up real quick. So we're gonna go to Steelers. 7th round. We'll move this to we would enter. Okay. Before I get started here, was y'all able to see that? Somebody give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you was able to see that screen. Let's see. Okay. All right. So here we go. So let's get it going. And we're about to start right now. Here we go. Oh man. They bailed you guys out. They bailed you guys out. So Vega is sitting there. Here I'm gonna kind of go through this a little bit so you can see. Matter of fact, I'll do it this way. So obviously we want Vega, but we'll see what you guys come up with. We'll go to receivers. So these are the receivers that's left. That's available right now. I'm gonna go through this kind of slow so you guys can see who you got. We don't need to go too far down. And then let's go to the tackles. We go to the offensive tackles. Just in case somebody out there. I know Christine, she liked the big guys, but I kind of have an idea who she wants. So these are the tackles that's available. All right. So we're going to go back. So these are right here. These are the guys that's available. These are the top guys that's available. So now I'm gonna come back. All right, let's see what we got. So, ah, ah, all right. I kind of figured that one. So let's make this pick. Man, I'm kind of mad. They bailed you guys out. All right, so make the chat's first pick. All right, but now it's about to get diabolical. Now you're gonna have to start putting your thinking caps on now. Okay, man, this is crazy. As many times I've done this, I ain't never had this situation. This is crazy. All right, so you see, top ranked guy that's left right here is Ty Simpson. But we'll go through this real. This is crazy. All right, so let's do this here. I'll give you the receivers. Now the receivers kind of ran through. Wow, the receivers are ran through. Okay, we go about right there because none of them other guys are. So these are the receivers that's left. See, that's the thing. Sometimes when you take the offensive guard, that kind of depletes everything else. So let's see here. We'll go tackles. Just show you the tackles, which I don't think y'all gonna go two offensive linemen in a row, but we'll see. All right, let's see what you guys see what y'all talking. All right, what we got? What we got here? Yes, Simpson's still there. I can't believe it. I have never ever seen that. Man, this thing is giving y'all guys a lot of love. See what we got here. So we got uh Christine. What? I'm surprised, Christine. You like the big guys. All right, so you say take the quarterback. Claude said, hell no. We got a branch. Let's see the old tackles. Okay, I'll pull that back up. Branch too early. Hey, the only thing I'm gonna say about them receivers, I'll pull them back up, but them receivers are kind of ran through. You gonna mess around and but hey, I ain't saying nothing. This is you guys. This is your deal. So here go the offensive tackles, in which that's this is the best of the best right here. Man, this draft got ran through quick. Wow. This about to hey, you know what? Y'all got y'all wish, but this thing about to get real diabolical quick. You want to see D line? D line. Let's see here. We go D line. Let's see here. Go D line. It's the D line. Well, this is the defensive tackles. So you got orange. You got Darnell Jackson. Okay, Carleone is still there. All right, so it's a couple of D linemen still there. But do you want to use your 53rd pick on them? So just the top guys is right here. That's your top guys. So let's see. See what y'all come up with. We can get orange. Yeah. Uh. Let's see. I don't really see what we doing here. Let's see. It's too early. Get the best. No, I said look at D tackles. Man, who want Bryce Lance? Bryce Lance is for the second round. All right, we got to make a move. We got to make a move. That's your D tackles. Let's see what else we got here. Linebacker. Y'all want to see the line? I'll show you the linebackers. Trotter. Wait a minute. Wait. Trotter, Kyle Lewis, Anthony Hill. All right, so that's probably about it right here. Hill is probably it. Oh, y'all got a decision to make. What y'all gonna do, chat? Give me that corner. You want the corner? Give me the corner. I got Bryce, man. We could get orange. So y'all seen the corner. So let me go to cornerbacks. Cornerbacks. Apney. So y'all talking about this corner from Arizona State, I'm assuming. Or are you talking about Scott? Which one y'all talking about? Let's see. I'm going to have to take Simpson. All right, let's make up our mind here. What y'all want? I got Hill. So I got two Hills. It's like Hill is going to win it. Hill. Okay. All right, so it look like it's Hill. Anthony Hill, like that's what the most people are saying. All right, we're gonna go Hill. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hill. All right, it's like it's Hill. I don't know, chat. But we'll go. You guys y'all about to have a diabolical draft here in a minute. Y'all want Hill. I still ain't got no receiver. You had a quarterback sitting right there. Oh man, I don't know. All right, so the best of the best. Orange is still there. So now you in the third round. These are y'all picks so far. Uh, you in the third round. You got 3 third-round picks. You got Orange still there. Uh, Jackson is still there. Lewis is still you got a safety, Ramsey. Oh, let's see here. Huh. Let's see what y'all talking about. Pull up receivers. Yeah, y'all hurting. Y'all are hurting. I think y'all hurting receiver wise. Let's see. Ted Hurst. Y'all better. I'm telling you, the pick better be Hurst because y'all are big time hurting receivers. Oh my God. I think Steeler Nation is going crazy right now. They were happy with your first pick, but I think they're going crazy right now. Whoo! Let's see what y'all gonna do. Y'all and Claude and talked y'all and y'all and passed up a quarterback. Claude, you talked them into it. So let me see what we got here. We got Hurst. Like Hurst may be the pick. I got 1 Hurst, 2 Hurst. Orange. Okay, so that's all right. So I got 1 orange, Mr. Citrus. Another orange. Y'all think y'all gonna get Hurst next pick? Hurst. So I got 1 Hurst, 2 orange, 2 Hurst. So we tied. Somebody need to break the tie. Somebody need to break the tie. What is the chat gonna do? All right, so they all just broke the tie. So we got 3 Hurst. So Hurst is the pick because y'all was struggling with receiver wise. So Hurst. Okay. So here we go. Let me show you y'all picks. That's what y'all looking like right now. Mm. And this is what's left. So here go the best of the best. It's getting thin in here. It is getting thin in here. Couple corners in there though. Ooh, Coleon. Taco Davis. Let's see here. Y'all lost Hurt. Y'all lost Orange. But I seen somebody that's why I wanted receiver in the first. Yeah. So y'all guys. Y'all guys is running out of steam. See, I'll show it to you again. It's starting to get slim. The Pickens is getting slim. So let's do it like this. Quarterbacks, probably just between them two. Let's see. Wide receivers, if you want to go another receiver, this is the receivers. Big trash. Well, it's a couple guys. It's a couple guys still left, but let's see. Wide receiver. Oh, I got the big kid from Miami, Bell. Big left tackle or right tackle. Let's see here. D-line. Let's pull up D-line. Defensive tackles. Coleon. Got the Godfather. All right. See what we talking. That's why I wanted wide receiver. Yeah, you're right. Florida DB. Florida DB. Florida DB. Florida's DB. Let's see here. Must be talking Devin Moore. It's a couple of it's a couple of good man. It's a few good corners left. It's some nice corners. It's some nice corners left. So right now it's looking like I only got one person saying something, and it's like we're gonna get this Florida's DB. Man, y'all no defensive lineman. Y'all not feeling the defensive lineman? So are you talking about Devin? Are you talking about Devin Moore? Let's see. Best available right there. So you talking about Devin Moore. You know what? Since you the only one saying something, that's who I'm gonna take. Devin Moore. I'll let you look at this again. Because this Chandler Rivers, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not really studied him. I don't know who he is, but I do know about Edwards, Everett, Muhammad, Taco Davis, Kilgore. It's some nice corners still left. There's some nice corners left. Still got Kali. Wait a minute. Is he still there? Hold up. Is the Godfather still here on the board? He can't be. There's no way he's still available. Oh, yeah, he is. The Godfather is still on the board. Man, if Big G was in here, he'd be going crazy on y'all right now. All right. What we got here? Claude, Will, Godfather. Nose tackle with the 85th 198. All right, Claus. So, do you want the corner out of Florida, or do you want the Godfather? It looked like so. It seemed like it's between them two. These are y'all picks. So you went offense, defense, offense. This is on third round, 85th pick. You got the Godfather sitting there, or you got this corner. You got the corner out of Florida. Where are you going? Where are you going? Now you got to remember the Steelers' needs. What they need. Corner. I'm hearing a lot corner. So we're gonna go to corner. We're gonna go to corner. We're gonna go to corner. This is the guy. I don't think y'all gonna get a chance at the Godfather now. Let's see. Is he still there? Yeah, Godfather. Oh no, hey, the Godfather's still there. Wow, he's still there. These are y'all picks. You got Vega, you got Hill, you got Hurst, Devin Moore, still in the third round. This is your last third round pick. Got a couple of good tight ends still left. The Godfather's hanging on for y'all. He hanging on. Got the best center. The best center is still there. Actually, y'all, to be honest, y'all draft is really not that bad. It's not that bad. Actually, it's not that bad. But let's see if y'all can bring it home. See if y'all can bring it home. Carleone, Fields from Notre Dame. All right, so I got Fields or the Godfather. Let me see, is Fields still available? Fields still available? Oh, Fields gone, Claude. You ain't getting Fields. Where the Fields go? Let me see. Fields. There's. Oh, Fields went to the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, Fields is out of there. Fields in orange. Yeah, he out of there. So Coleon, is Coleon the pick? So this is y'all last. This is your last pick in the third round. This your last pick in the third. Receivers are about done. This is the best available right here. Coleon. Got the big D tackle. And then probably after this round, the draft is going to get diabolical. So who y'all want? Who y'all want? D tackle. So I'm guessing the Godfather is the pick. Y'all ain't actually doing. I mean, actually, I'm not going. Not too bad. Not too bad, chat. Not too bad. So these are y'all picks right here. Okay, you in the fourth round. You got 2 picks in the fourth. Best available. Best available. Oh man. Couple nice tight ends. Couple nice tight ends. All the tight ends are left. It's probably about to be a run on them guys. It's probably about to be a run on them guys. So what y'all want? What y'all want after this? Um, Quarterbacks. Excuse me. Wide receivers is pretty much done. Oh, Jacoby Lane is still there. That ain't too bad. Actually, he bought the last. It's like one wide receiver left that I like, but tight ends. All these tight ends are still here. But you add another tight end to the tight end room. It's two good ones. It's two good ones there. Let's see here. You want to go offensive tackle. So you ain't got a guard. Tackles. Mm, mm, Isaiah Word, I like him. Drew Stanton. A couple of decent tackles. Maybe might be a little bit too early for those guys. Let's see here. What you got? What you got? So you basically already got your. I don't know if you want another guard. Oh, Stevens. So you already took a guard. And took a guard. Safety. See what y'all saying. Lane. Uh, all right, we're gonna go Lane. It look like it's gonna be Lane. Hey, I have to admit, y'all draft kind of started off not too bad. Not too bad. He said Jacoby Lane. Okay. This is your pick so far. This is y'all picks. So y'all got you got a guard, you got an inside linebacker, you got a wide receiver, you got a corner, you got a defensive tackle, Coleon, and got another wide receiver. So you in the fourth round still. Got another fourth round pick, the best of the best. Best of the best. Emmett Johnson. I kind of like Emmett Johnson. Let's do this. If y'all want to look at offensive tackle, fourth round tackle, the depth guy that could possibly develop into a starter. Ooh, these tackles is kind of ran through. Isaiah Word, you might could go one more round, or you might have to snatch him now. Drew Sheldon, he's pretty good. Yeah. Now it gets tough. What we got? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Tyrone is like, this might just be your draft. What we got? Go back to best available. It's the best available. I see a running back that I like. I see a tight end that I like. I see a nice running back though. I see a running back on here that probably would push Johnson off the roster, or it would definitely push him to get traded because I think this kid will come in and definitely be the number 3 running back. But I see another nice tackle, but it might be a little bit early. Might could wait one more round. So I'm assuming y'all ain't taking no quarterback unless you're taking a project guy. Texas tight end. What are you talking about, Claude? Wrong position. Texas tight end. I'm guessing you the only one that's saying something. So you want to go Texas tight end in the 4th round. So a 4th round tight end. Let's see. Yep. Not bad. Now you're in the 5th round. I think they only got one 5th round pick here. Yep. Just one 5th round pick, one 6th round pick, and 3 7s. And this draft would be over. And I have to admit, chat, not too bad. Not too bad, actually. All right, so let's go best available. I don't know nothing about Austin Barber. Y'all let that running back get away though. So now I wouldn't even draft a running back. This is where you start throwing stuff up against the wall and see what sticks. Okay. So now y'all let that zone. And like I say, this is one thing that's kind of tough with this because like I said, I don't believe the Steelers is gonna use all these picks. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To be honest, this is really about where this draft is going to end for the Steelers. Maybe one more guy. Then after that, I don't really see them picking that many more guys. So if you want, we can finish it out. Or if you want to just go one more round or 2 more rounds, whenever y'all want to stop, let me know. But like I say, you're at 7 right now, and I don't really see the Steelers taking on more than 7 or 8. To be totally honest, but we can finish it out if you want to finish it out. But it's kind of diabolical right now. It's a good corner. Y'all didn't get no safety. That's about the only spot that I think, as far as the need. Oh man, there's something there. Austin Barber. You want Austin Barber. I'll get VJ Payne later on. Austin Barber. Austin Barber. So I guess this has been Tyrone's this has been Tyrone's draft. He want Austin Barber. So you're taking an offensive tackle. All right. You going into the 6th round. And this is where the draft gets real. Because, oh, man. But you already got a tight end. Nah. You can pull the plug on it. Oh, man. I see a nice center. I see a nice center. Let's see something. Let's see what quarterbacks are. Oh, man. See the quarterbacks that's there. So I'm guessing y'all are saying that the Steelers will not take a quarterback in this draft of no type and gonna take their chances of getting a guy next year. Because you gotta remember, Aaron Rodgers is done after this year. So your quarterbacks is Howard and probably Mason going into next year. So this could be a Steelers team that win 10, 11 games. And then you may go into next year without a quarterback. So say take Green the quarterback, I'm assuming. That's a good pick, though. So you're going to take Green. The chat. All right. Vega, Hill, Hurst, Moore, Callion, Jacoby Lane, Yildiz, Austin Baker. So you got a tight end. You got a developmental quarterback. So I tell you what, we'll cut it right there. Because like I say, I don't think these 7th-round picks the Steelers is going to have. Unless it's somebody, I'll let y'all look at this one more time. Which I like that. I like this tight end right here, but you already took one. So to be honest, you didn't get a safety though. So you're just gonna let the safety room figure itself out. Oh man, it's a good center too. Not bad. Not bad. All right. All right, chat. So that is y'all Not bad. All right, so this is what I'll do. So y'all last pick was in the 6th round, but to finish this off, I just gotta grab 3 guys, but these guys won't count. I'll cut these off, but I gotta grab 3 to close the draft out. All right, so they got y'all for that, for not taking the quarterback. So let's see here. Got an A. You got an A for Vega. They gave y'all an F for taking Anthony Hill Jr. in the 2nd round. Hurst, they gave y'all a D plus for taking him in the 3rd round. Devin Moore, they gave y'all a B minus. Coleon, they gave y'all a C for getting him in the 3rd. Jacoby Lane, they gave y'all a C minus for getting him in the 4th. Yinzers, they got a B minus for getting him in the 4th. Austin Barber, they gave you an A for getting him in the 5th round. And Green, they gave you guys a B plus, and that's where it stopped. We won't count these other guys here, these last guys. So, give or take, y'all got a B. I would say y'all chat, y'all came out with a B. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. They didn't like that they didn't like that Anthony Hill pick. But so let's see what you got. So you got you a starting guard. You would assume Vega's gonna start. Anthony Hill, probably this first year probably would be a backup, but you got a guy that's gonna replace either Queen or Wilson next year. So you got one of those guys replacement. You got Hurst. Now the only thing about the receiver, you're almost saying Hurst is gonna have to be your starting receiver because the Steelers really still need a starting receiver because they're gonna be playing a lot of 3 receiver sets. So I don't know. They gave y'all a D plus for that one. Um, Moore corner. So he probably would start off. He probably would start off backing up Dean and Porter, probably being an outside guy. And who knows if he has a good year? Because I think the Steelers could actually get out of Dean's contract, and so you got another starting corner, younger guy. If he developed Coleon, so you got your tree stump defensive tackle in the middle of that defense in the defensive line, which I think that's another position that you need to add guys every year. So he would definitely be a rotational guy. Probably would play a lot. You got Jacoby Lane, be a developmental receiver that eventually could move outside and maybe take the place of Pittman or Metcalf. You got a tight end that I believe would would believe it or not, he's gonna probably maybe not his rookie year, but he's definitely gonna move ahead of Darnell Washington as a receiving tight end. I mean that kid can play, and actually they probably could trade Moof, and he could be your number one guy. Tackle, that's a depth guy, but this is a guy that could maybe come in and be kind of like your swing tackle, but could be in the mix to start next year. Green, he would definitely just be a developmental guy and see where that goes, and either maybe be a practice squad guy, or does he come in here and beat out Will Howard? So he'll be fighting for a practice spot. And then, like I say, these other guys, we won't count them. Yeah, they don't exist. So not bad. Not bad. Not bad, chat. Not bad. Yeah, yeah, you wanted orange. But orange and Callejon, they almost the same guys. They almost the same guys. Really didn't miss out too much on him. So I would have to admit, chat, y'all did not do bad. Y'all did not do bad. Nah, you know what? He's not he's not a tackle. If you put Darnell Washington at tackle, man, he'd get his lunch fed to him. I mean, he's a big guy, but he's only like he's three something. I don't know. Darnell Washington probably 310, but he ain't a tackle. You put Darnell Washington going up against Myles Garrett 1-on-1, he's gonna get smoked. I think what Darnell Washington probably really needs to do is lose some weight and play at about 290, maybe like 290, 285. And that would actually be better for him with his knees, because his knees. I mean, that was one of the reasons a lot of teams didn't draft him, because he got red flagged for his knees. They pretty much already said his knees ain't gonna last too much longer. But I think to help that, he need to probably he probably need to lose some weight. He probably need to lose some weight a little bit. And if he could play at like about 290, 285, he'd be all right. Yep. It's done all the time because tight ends have better. Yeah, but he ain't. I mean, to be a tackle, I mean, that's something you got to basically indeed. You ain't gonna just convert over to an offensive tackle. I mean, he ain't. I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but nah. I would feel better trimming him down a little bit and just keeping him as a blocking tight end, and go that way. But to move him to offensive tackle, I wouldn't. That's a major project there. That would be a major project. But I think something that he just personally, Darnell Washington, probably got to look at making his career longer, is probably lose some weight, and get down about 290, 285, and stay at tight end. Because I wouldn't move him to left tackle. Mm-mm. But that's just me. Yeah. Well, you guys didn't. Like I said, y'all didn't do bad. Y'all ain't do bad at all. Oh no, I feel you. I feel you. It ain't nothing. But it's guys out there though. It's guys out there that just like how even in your draft. I mean, you got to tackle in the fifth round, which that's a kid that he could probably, especially he wouldn't be coming in starting right away. And that's a kid that you probably can develop. I mean, you see it every day. I mean, granted, um, you get those top guys that can come in and play maybe their first year, but you can find tackles, especially if you got a confident deep offensive, I mean, uh, offensive line coach. You can get guys like that, and you know that they can get a guy in the fifth round, fourth round, and develop him and let him be a swing tackle, and you can get something because not every tackle um in the league was first round picks. You know, them guys, some of them be seconds, some be thirds, but you just gotta. That's where the Steelers messed up. You got to take linemen every year, and you got to keep that rotation going, and eventually you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit on, like I say, if you got a good offensive coach, at some point you're gonna hit on somebody. But you got to keep. You can't. And I think that's where the Steelers had messed up that year when they had those good offensive linemen. They wasn't drafting anybody. They weren't bringing in no guys. And then all of a sudden, them guys got injured and got old, and then they were stuck. They trying to find guys, but you can always find linemen, especially guards and all that. You can find those guys all the time, all up and through the draft. But you just have to have a confident offensive line coach that can develop these guys. So that's why I say you bring guys in every year, and if you bring two or three linemen, well, I ain't gonna say three, but if you bring like two linemen in a year, you're gonna hit with somebody. Just like how the Steelers hit with McCormick. He was what, like a fourth round pick, and I mean he was a hit. So it could be done. It could be done. Like I said, just with the tackles, most of the time you you know you get those big time guys, and them guys just can play quicker. You know, they can play. They can play right away. Where you know some of the guys later that you get later in the draft, they just got to develop a little bit, and they might not be ready to play for a year or 2 years, but after that, them guys turn out to be just as good as a guy that went in the first round. So you know, it's just one of those things. But um, I do like the fact that the Steelers are finally investing in the offensive line, but I still believe that you need to get some weapons on that, on that in that receiver room. I mean, you almost there. They almost got the receiving room fixed. Just they got to add a couple more pieces, and that room will be NFL level. And so with that said, I think that's what the Steelers have to do. Again, I think this draft gonna be very interesting. I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be some surprises. I think it's gonna definitely be some surprises that the Steelers may pull because, like I say, you got the draft in your city. You know, so new coach, new everything now. So I just see the Steelers doing something to yeah, I like Branch. I like Branch. Um because and that's something else. The Steelers need a return guy. We haven't had a return guy since young AB, And like I say, I'm dating myself, and some of you guys might don't even remember this guy, but remember Dwight, the hands of stone? Um, I couldn't understand that guy. He couldn't catch a lick, but he could catch kick returns. But they haven't had a return game. I mean, then if you go a little farther than that, Rob Woodson. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I like Branch, and I'm really, really starting to like my man um KC. KC what's his last name? Um um Concepcion. I'm really starting to like him. He's a punt returner. But he's a guy that could play in that slot, and he's a guy to get open fast. And that's the one thing the Steelers don't really have right now. You need a guy that can win one-on-one battles and win fast. And right now, we really don't have that. We really don't have that guy. We don't. Yeah, he does drop. But you know what, Rob? And I mean, even though it's the pros, but I used to coach high school football, and we used to have some guys like that. And those type guys, it's not that he doesn't that he has bad hands. I mean, like you got some guys just got bad hands and can't catch. KC ain't that. His thing is he's one of those guys that he's so shifty, and the way these guys be thinking, they're already thinking what move they're gonna put on the guy before concentrating on catching the ball. And I think that's part of his problem. Is he's just not just focused. It's just about staying focused and making sure you catch the ball first, then make your moves. But guys like him, you see it all the time, and I don't care what level is on. When you get those type guys, they're so they're so ready to make their moves, and they not looking the ball in. And I guarantee you, if you were to break down on his film, and I'm quite sure some of the coaches probably did it, a lot of his drops, I bet you they froze that. I bet you they froze that moment he dropped the ball. And I can guarantee you 9 out of 10 times he ain't looking the ball in. I guarantee his head is looking up the field. He ain't looking that ball in, and that's how he's getting those drops. But I don't really think he's a bad catcher of the football per se. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know about if he catch with his body. I mean, when I looked at it, because I started looking at his film, I mean, I didn't really see him as really being a body catcher. Um, like I said, I just thought that it's just a lack of concentration. I mean, because you have some guys that just can't catch. Like the kid we had, Deontay Johnson. I mean, he was boss was hitting him in his hands and just dropping him like But I I think KC just it's just a lack of focus. It's a lack of focus, and but that's something that you can kind of coach out of him a little bit. You can coach that out of him, and he got to just slow down. He got to slow down a little bit. But like I said, I guarantee you, if I was coaching him, that's one of the things I would do. I would pull up all his drops, and I guarantee you, 7 out of 10 times that he drops the ball, if you freeze that frame, he ain't looking that ball in. He's looking down the field or whatever he's doing. But I bet you his eyes is not on the ball. And one of the things I used to always do with my guys is do you you cover up their eyes. Cover up their eyes and throw them a football and see what's gonna happen. They're gonna drop it because you can't see it. So you got to catch with your eyes. And a lot of guys they just they just forget that and they get into the moment so much and concentrating on other things instead of concentrating on catching the ball first. But you know, it's one of them things. But I'm really starting to like him. And like I say, he's a punt returner, and that's what the Steelers need because now I think the NFL changed that rule that you pretty much gonna have to get kick returns now. So we need a returner, and I don't know if KC is really a kick returner per se, because kick returner and punt returners they're kind of two different things to me. Um, well, I mean, kick returner is cool, but that punt returner, you gotta be a little special. You gotta be special with that punt returner because, for one thing, you looking up, and soon as you look down, you could have a dude right in your face, and you got to be ready to make a move immediately. Where kick return, you kind of got, you got space to catch the ball, and you can kind of see in front of you a little bit, but um, punt returner, you gotta have some cojones a little bit, because if not, you can definitely get smacked. Yeah, so yeah, punt returner guy, that's gonna be KC. If you want a punt returner guy, that's gonna be KC. But I like Branch. I'm quite sure Branch can do punt returns. I seen him do some kickoff returns, but I'm quite sure he could probably punt return too. But my only issue with Branch, and this would be, and this with the problem with having Rodgers, because Rodgers is not going, he ain't gonna deal with it. Um, my only issue with Branch, if you look at his routes, he never really caught the ball downfield too much. Majority of his catches was like little swing passes, um, 3 yard little hitches. I mean, he really never went down the fields, a lot. So, and I think when you look at his average of targets, it was only like 3 yards. It was something crazy. So he just got to prove that he can run routes, and you know, we'll have to see. And Aaron Rodgers is going to be on this. He ain't going to really have no patience with the rookie receiver. Now, if you come in there and you doing what you're supposed to do, it's gonna be all good. But he ain't got time for you to be trying to develop and all that crap. He ain't gonna go for that. So, do you know what a C block is? A C block. A C block. What is a C block? It might be something that I might know, but you might have called it something different. But the C block, I don't really know what that is. Let's tell me what that is. Roman will we beat a three? Yeah, yeah. What is a C block, Rob? Mm, see somebody and block him. Hmm. All right, that's all right. That's different. I mean, I know, like we always would say, well, we call it most dangerous man, which you know, that's kind of how we looked at our blocking. But yeah, I think Branch probably can block though. I mean, he did 20 reps. He did 20 reps um at 225, so that lets you know he's strong. It lets you know that he's strong, but um, you know, blocking blocking is more with strength, because you got to be strong. Because if you're strong, you're confident to take on or try to block somebody. So that's the first thing. But then after that, it's just desire. It's about, it's desire, and that comes with coaching. That comes with coaching. I mean, granted, some guys are not gonna never be um great blockers. But if you got the desire to just get in front of somebody, all you gotta do is get in front of somebody and get in the way. I mean, but that's all about desire. And with those type things, I know the NFL is a little different because you paying these guys millions of dollars, but if a guy, hey, you don't block, you don't get the rock. And then you standing next to me. But like I said, I know it's a little different in the NFL, but that's how you gotta be with those guys, and they gotta understand that if you don't block, no rock. All right, so you guys take care. I will talk to you guys later. That was a good job, chat. Y'all did a pretty good job, I must say. So with that said, you guys take care, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye bye.